Hello game devs, welcome to the Gem Dev YouTube channel. Okay, so it's no longer the Gem tutorials, it's now the Gem Dev. I changed that some days ago due to various reasons. Okay, so today we will be creating an enemy follow system in GDevelop 5. But before we begin, I just want to say welcome to my first GDevelop tutorial on beta 96. This is presently the latest version of GDevelop. Here we go, GDevelop 5 beta 96. Okay, so also like I've said in my previous tutorials or videos, once an update is released, I would always save this. Well, I would recommend you check this. Auto download and install updates is recommended by GDevelop and also by me. That's a really good feature to leave checked. Okay, so let's have a preview of what this would look like. Here we go, preview. So some time ago someone asked this on the GDevelop forum: how do I make my enemy follow the player once the player has a specific distance from the enemy? So here we go. Now you see our enemy has this movement over right and left. There we go. So you can see where our enemy stops and flips over. Now here we go. So once our player is in collision with the circle, which we would hide real soon once we're done with this, so you see it keeps on following because your player is in the collision area of our enemy. Now it stops right there. Once it's not in collision, it starts a whole new movement over right and left. And here we go. Once again, it leaves its movement and its movement space once our player is not in collision. So it starts a whole new movement in a different place. Okay, so that's what we will be creating today. So I'll just open GDevelop 5, create a new project, and here we go. Let's go with a platformer. That's opening up. Okay, so just to save some time, I would duplicate my player. So this is a status that comes with GDevelop, so I'll just duplicate my player and name this enemy. Okay, so we just need to edit some things in our enemy behaviors. Sorry about that. Add a behavior. Okay, so we need to give this a platformer character behavior. Let's leave all of this with a default. Now the maximum speed, we don't want it going at the maximum speed or the same speed we are players, so let's just take 100 out of that. That would leave it at 150. So apply. Let's pull our enemy into the scene. Okay, so I also created a circle which would serve as a collision circle. Add new object, sprite, add an animation, and add that. Let's add that in. Okay, so open this up right here. This is my project here, and I have it right here. So just copy this. Here we go. Okay, so copy that and paste this in my project folder. So paste and open. Okay, so name this collision circle. Collision underscore circle. Okay, so points, let's change the anchor points. I take it to the middle. That's the center. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry about that. Oh no. Okay. So add here we go. So collision circle. Collision circle points. Okay, let's reposition this. There we go. Okay, so I have to use a touchpad because I'm not with my mouse right now. Okay, so here we go. And that's at the center. Close and apply. Okay, so to make sure this aligns with our enemy, we would have to change our enemy's anchor point, sorry, the origin point to the middle. That's the center. There we go. So close and apply. Now let's pull in our collision circle into the scene. Here we go. So our collision circle is I made this transparent so you can actually see our player's movements behind a collision circle. So you mustn't use a circle. I just decided to use this. You can use a rectangle, which I would advise it's better than a circle. You can use a circle in a top-down game. Okay, so I'll set the width of this to let's say 570 and a height of 570. So we have a perfect circle. There we go. Okay, so now let's go to our project manager. We'll just make our scene bigger. So properties. Here we go. Scene window width of 1,500 and a height of 600, and apply. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we have this. Our enemy wants to move. Okay, so we have to do something. Sorry about that. I think we have our default controls checked. Behaviors. Here we go. So we have to uncheck this, or else our enemy would use the same controls as our player. So it would, the right key would also control our enemy. Okay, so now let's go to our events. Right here. Let's add a group right here. Add a group. I'll just name that follow or player enemy. Sorry, enemy management. Okay, so now let's add a subcondition. Okay, so add a condition at the beginning of the scene. Okay, so at the beginning of the scene, let's create a scene variable right here. Add an action, scene variable, value of a scene variable. Let's create a scene variable right here. Variable, I would name this walk. So this would be our enemy's walk. So variable walk, sign set to value 1. Okay. Now let's add an empty event right here. Add a condition, enemy, which is, here we go, enemy is moving. Okay, so enemy is moving. Add an action. Let's change the animation. So this will deal with the animation of our enemy. So animation, change the animation of enemy, set to 2. So now once our enemy is moving, it would change the animation to 2, which is the walk animation. Okay, so just like we have right here. So this is our plays idle, jump, and walk, which is the animation 2. So once our enemy is moving, it would change the animation to 2, which sets it to the walk animation. Okay, so now let's add an empty event. So now add a condition. Now let's create a timer right here, scene timer. Okay, so value for scene timer, I'll just name this greater than 2 seconds. So this is, okay, I would explain this once I'm done filling the events out. So walk. Okay, so now this is the second it would take to flip horizontally. So our player would move 2 seconds right, 2 seconds left. Now we are not using the GDevelop right, left. Here we go right, go left. That's a little bit old. Yeah, it's really old. Okay, so now we're creating a whole new system, because we can't go with this GDevelop right or left system, which is the object once placed in collision, it flips it horizontally and starts moving all over again, because we can't move this collision. We can't keep moving the go right and go left, because if we use that right now, once our player reaches a certain position, it would flip horizontally once more. So a player cannot keep following the player. Okay, our enemy cannot keep following the player. So this is a new system I kind of created. Okay, so now once the walk, which is the timer, is greater than 2 seconds, so this is the time it would use to flip horizontally. Let's add an action and the scene variable, value of a scene variable. The variable which is walk, the variable which we created, is set to, which is equal to value of 1. Okay, so now once the scene variable walk is equals to 1, add an action, change the scene variable, value for scene variable walk, sign set to, I change the scene variable walk to 0. So this would flip it horizontally and Also add an action timer, reset a scene timer, sorry about that, scene timer, walk. So this would reset the scene timer walk. Okay, so now let's add an empty event, right here, add an action, now runs the timer, scene timer, value of the scene timer, time in seconds, 2 seconds. So it will take 2 seconds and flip it horizontally, which is the timer we creating right now, walk. So the timer walk is greater than 2 seconds. And also now the scene variable, which is the walk scene variable, here we go, walk is equal to values compared 0. Okay, so now once the scene variable walk is equals to 0, add an action. Let's change the scene variable because we need this keep on going in a loop. So sorry, scene variable, value of a scene variable walk, sign set to value 0. So this would set it to 0. Therefore, sorry, I'm mixing this up. Sorry, this will set it to 1. Therefore, it keeps on going in a loop. Our player moves 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Okay, so now to make that work, we need to add in some events. Add a condition. Now, once the scene variable, value for scene variable walk is sign of this is equal to values compare 1. Now, the scene variable walk is set to 1. Add an action simulate. Sorry, we need to set up enemy. So simulate present right key press. Okay, so with simulate present right key press right key press, and also we need to flip horizontally. So flip, sorry, enemy flip horizontally. Here we go. Flip enemy horizontally. No. Okay, now add an empty event and add a condition, scene variable, value of a scene variable walk, sign is set to values compare 0. Okay, so now once the scene variable walk is set to 0, add an action, simulate, sorry, once again, enemy, simulate, the left key press. Okay, now once the left key is pressed, we need to flip horizontally, enemy, we'll go, enemy, flip horizontally, flip enemy horizontally, yes, now this, we need to flip our player horizontally. Okay, so now let's have a preview of this. So there we go. As you can see, our player is moving right and left. It's using the 2 seconds system. If something's not right there, we would fix that shortly. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We need to reset the timer right here too. That's a mistake we made. So paste. Now this will reset the timer so it keeps on going in a loop. So now let's position our collision circle around our player. And that's just like positioning the player around the player hitbox. So we'll just do that right here. An empty event, add a condition, position, sorry, let's select our objects, collision circle, position of an object, position the collision circle set around the object of enemy. Here we go, enemy dot x as a full stop and x. Also set to around the y position of enemy dot y, open and close the bracket. Okay, so there we go. This is not right. Here we go. So change the position of collision circle to the enemy x and enemy y position. Let's preview this. So there we go. Now he moves 2 seconds. Here we go. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So this is I think better than the right left system. Okay. So let's go now. Add an empty event right here. Now to make our player, so once our player is in collision with the collision circle, we need to follow. So we need to change the whole system of movements. So it won't follow this system anymore, but rather it follows a system, a different system whereby it follows our player rather than the 2 seconds switch. Okay, so to do that, let's add a condition. Collision player is in collision with an object, plays in collision with enemy. Right here, plays in collision with enemy, add an action, and we're creating a scene variable, value for scene variable. Right here, add a scene variable, we'll name this follow, apply. So variable follow, sign set to value 1. Okay, now let's add an empty event and collision, player is in collision with enemy. Okay, so player is in collision with enemy, let's invert the condition. So this translates to player is not in collision with enemy. Add an action, change the animation, a scene variable. Okay, so value for scene variable, follow sign set to value 0. Okay. Now to make sure it follows, it changes the scene variable or it changes the system once our player is in collision with enemy. We need to create, we need to set a scene variable follow right here. So we won't be using this. So follow is not equal to, right here, follow is not equal to 1, delete 1. So follow is not equal to 1, copy that, paste and paste and paste. Okay, so now let's add an empty event and scroll down a bit. Okay, so add an action, scene variable, value of the scene variable, which is the follow variable, is sign of first equal to values compare 1. So once this is equals to 1, and the position, so this would flip our player or enemy horizontally. So player position, player's x position is sign of first is greater than enemy dot x and open close the bracket. Okay, so once it's greater than the enemy, player's x position is greater than enemy's x. We need to simulate, once again, enemy simulate a right key press, right here, simulate a right key press for enemy, and also flip horizontally, enemy flip horizontally, no. Okay, so now add an empty event, add a condition that's for the right key press, so we need to also fill the same for our left key press. So scene variable, value for scene variable, follow sign of first is equal to 0. So roll that equals to 1. Okay, now add a condition, position, player, position, the player's x position, sign is less than, values compare, enemy, here we go, enemy the x, open close the bracket. Okay, there we go. Now let's add an action. So simulate left key press for our enemy, and also flip horizontally our enemy. So flip horizontally enemy, yes. Okay, so that's it. That's all for the events. Preview. Let's preview this. Okay, so there we go. Our play moves 2 seconds. 1 seconds. Which is back, so you can choose to increase this, and okay, I'll show you a preview. Here we go. So our player is in collision with the circle, so it follows our player. Here we go. So once our player is in collision, it follows our player. Okay. So you can just clear up these obstacles right here, and also with this obstacles cleared, you can choose to increase the distance, which would be the time it takes to flip horizontally. You can set this to 3 seconds, 4 seconds, so that's the time it would take. You can set it going to the right, takes 4 seconds, then to the left, 2 seconds to the left, 4 seconds to the right. It depends on what you want. So there we go, that's how it's done. That's how to make the enemy follow the player. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for